Hey guys, Ramadan Kareem. I hope you're having a great Ramadan so far. Welcome to your grammar video lesson for today for Unit 6, Week 2. This is going to be your final lesson for this school year, inshallah. You can go ahead and grab your books. You're going to follow along with me. Today we're going to be doing pages 131, 132, and 133. Our objectives today are we're going to be learning what adjectives that compare and spelling changes in adjectives. When we compare adjectives, sometimes we need to make spelling changes. We're going to see that as we go along. You can use adjectives to compare two or more nouns. You can add er to an adjective to compare two nouns. For example, the yellow kitten is furrier than the striped one. So here we have furrier, right? Furry. And if we compare, we add er. So we get the yellow kitten is furrier than the striped one. We add est to an adjective to compare more than two nouns. For example, we can say that that was the silliest joke ever. That was the silliest joke ever. Now we're comparing all of the jokes that we have ever heard. All right, let's head over to the book and solve some of the exercises there. So on page 131, the first exercise we will do is circle the correct adjective for each sentence. This pumpkin is something than the one I grew last year. This pumpkin is bigger or biggest. Here we're comparing the pumpkin from this year and last year. Two pumpkins, so bigger. Is the sun the closer of all the planets or the closest? Very good. It's more than all of the planets, so we say closest. This is the something orange I've ever eaten. This is the sweeter or the sweetest? The sweetest because it's all of the oranges that I've ever eaten. That clap of thunder was even louder than the last one. Alright, here we use louder because we're comparing two claps of thunder. The yellow kitten is furrier than the striped one or furriest? Furrier, alright, this is one of the examples that we had. The rabbit was something than the tortoise. The rabbit was quicker because we're comparing the two animals, the rabbit and the tortoise. Of all my friends, Nick is the funniest. The smarter idea of all is to study for the test, or the smartest idea of all? The smartest idea of all of the ideas. A river is usually much wider than a creek, or much widest? Much wider because we're comparing just the river and the creek. That was the silliest joke ever, or that was the sillier? That was the silliest, alright? This is another one of the examples that we saw. That was the silliest joke ever. Some adjectives change their spelling when we add er or est. When an adjective ends in a consonant and y, we change the y to I and add er or est. Alright, let's look at this example. So we have sunny, sunnier, sunniest. Sunny, sunnier, and sunniest. So sunny ends in y. When we add er, we change the y to I, and then we add er, or then we add est. So that's the first spelling change. The first spelling change we're learning about is when the word ends in the consonant y. What does that mean? The consonant y means we get the sound e. Sunny. So sunny, sunnier, sunniest. We change the y to I, then we add er or est. When the adjective ends in e, we drop the e and then we add er or est. For example, safe, safer, safest. So it looks as if we just added an r here or an st. But what we actually did is that we removed the e from the word safe, then we added er and est. So that's the second spelling change. The first spelling change is when the word ends in y, we change the y to I, then we add er, est. And the second spelling change we're learning is when it ends in e, We remove the E, then we add ER or EST. The third spelling change we have is when the adjective has a short vowel sound before a final consonant. We double the final letter. Alright, so if the word, what are the vowels again? A, E, I, O, and U. Now, if we have A, E, I, O, and U before the last letter, then we double the last letter. Let's look at this example. Big. So we have big, bigger, and biggest. Big, bigger, and biggest. So what did we do? We added an extra G. We doubled the G. Why did we do that? Because before G, before the last letter, we have a vowel. We have a short vowel sound. So because we have a short vowel sound, we doubled the G. Alright, so let's solve some of the exercises and get a better idea of this, inshallah. So let's go ahead. Here, we want to add ER, and here we're going to add EST. So bigger. Big, like the example, we double the G because before the last G, before the last letter, we have a short vowel sound. Sunny, we remove the Y and then we add ER. Great job. Blue. B-L-U-E-R. We remove the E, then we add ER. Silly. Ends in Y. We remove the Y and then we add ER. Great. Nice. N-I-C-E. Now here, what do we have? We have the E at the end. So we remove the E, then we add ER. Now let's head over to funny. We want to add EST. Ends in Y. We remove the Y, then we add EST. We change the Y to I. Safest. S-A-F-E-S-T. Fat. Now fat has a short vowel A before the last consonant T, so we need to double the T. Very good. So we get fattest. Tiny. T-I-N. Change the Y to I. E-S-T. Tiniest. Red. R-E-D. Short vowel E before the last letter. Double the D. Then we add E-S-T. Great job, everybody. B, we want to write the correct adjective in the parentheses. Yesterday was the something day of all summer. Yesterday was the hottest day of all summer because it's not just 2 days, it's more than 2 days, so hottest. Shane was than Tom. So we have two boys. You have Shane and Tom, so Shane was faster than Tom. It is today than it was yesterday. 2 days, it was rainier. So it has the Y. We change the Y to E, then we add ER. This coat is than my old coat. 2 coats, bigger. Tomorrow will be the day of the year. Tomorrow will be the shortest day of the year because it's all of the days of the year. How many days are there in a year? Very good. There are 365 days in a year, and tomorrow will be the shortest day of all. Now, some adjectives that compare, we do not add ER or EST. Alright, we learned this in previous lessons. So we have good. We don't say gooder, we say better. And when we compare more than two things, we say best. Like we say, for example, Al Baik is the best fast food restaurant in Makkah. Alright, you guys agree? Or we compare bad, we don't say better, we say worse. Alright, and in many adjectives to compare, we just add more or most. Like many is an adjective refers to one thing. The adjective more compares two things. Alright, so let's go down and solve these exercises. We want to circle the correct adjective for each sentence. Number one, I like corn, green beans. Comparing two things, I like corn better than green beans. Our city has something sunny days. than rainy ones. Our city has more sunny days than rainy days. We're comparing sunny days and rainy days. That was a something movie I've ever seen. That was the worst movie I've ever seen. I think the Eagles are the better team in the state, or the best team in the state. I did better on the last test than this one. Two tests, so I did better. My cold is today than it was yesterday. Comparing 2 days, so my cold is worse. Of all my friends, Maria has the video games, the more video games or the most video games. So here, the adjective is many. Maria has many video games. My friends, all of us, we have many video games. But Maria has the most video games of all of us. I think Mrs. Casa is the better teacher in the world, or the best teacher. The best teacher in the world. We had something snow days this year than last year. 2 years. So we had more snow days this year than last year. I just played my worst game ever. Worst or worst? Very good. Many games, more than 2 games. So the worst game ever. I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. I hope you enjoyed all of the lessons we've had over the last few weeks. I hope you're having a great Ramadan. I wish you guys would have a great summer, even though we're not in the best situation. I hope you have a great summer and a great Ramadan with your family. Stay safe, and inshallah, we're going to see you guys next academic year back in school. Bye.